to be able to generate a lot more topspin.
Missed return early for Ben Johns.
1-0.
What a shot from Duong. Came out prepared despite the paddle debacle to start.
Yeah, that was yeah, that volley just floated from Johns on that one.
A swift volley response from Ben Johns. Take the serve back. There's one way to beat Ben. Maybe it's early in the morning, they say.
Zero-two. Point. Yeah, great spot. That's why I never beat him. I should have just played him earlier in the day. That was it.
Had to be it.
Yeah. 1-2.
Missed return from Quang Duong.
And that's one of the hardest things to control. I mean, return of serve is already challenging in singles because there's so much pressure to make a good return so you don't get passed easily. But when there's this much wind, that's a great ball there from Duong. You just mentioned he's been working on his cat and mouse. That was a good example of that with that backhand roll. 2-2. Yeah, we see a miss hit there from Johns. Rarely do we see that, and again, I'm sure the wind's playing a part in that.
Heavy topspin ball to your point earlier too.
Side out. Two-three. Point. Three-three. Side out. Yeah, Ben using some lobs there as Duong is looking up at the sun. I'm sure that's part of the strategy. We don't see, that's not a, 3-3. He wasn't hanging his dinks. He's trying to put that ball up in the sun. Point.
Nice shot from Duong. Here's another look at the missed hit. Look out.
4-3.
Kitchen Cam taking a beating early.
That's right. Point. I saw it. Out.
Couple of early errors for Ben Johns, but credit to Quang Duong. He's set the tone
5-3
early in this one.
Side out. Yeah, I would have liked to see Duong go cross-court with that backhand, use that short angle. Instead, he clips the net, misses it wide. Side out.
And a missed serve. Duong will take it along with a 2-point advantage, trying to build. Nice corner shot from Duong.
Yeah, you saw how short that return was from Johns, giving Duong plenty of time to get up to that ball and catch Johns as he's still trying to set his feet. Great pass to the corner.
6-3.
What a shot from Ben Johns. Quick counter.
Yep, another short return, but he got away with that one. That ball stayed down a little bit more, so it was tougher for Duong to be able to do more with that.
Point.
Another missed return. That's been both of them have missed a few returns.
4-6.
This is the first of 4 Grand Slams on the PPA schedule this season.
5-6.
2,000 points up for grabs for all these players. And a big serve will make it tied up at 6. What's happening on the side of Duong?
Another missed return.
6-6.
Again, that's, you know, with the wind, trying to read the serve. They both have big serves. You see that one's really high.
Point. Seven, 6. Slide out.
Serve is deep. Wind is
6,
swirling.
7. Point.
One in the net.
Duong recovers a 1-point lead. Can he hang on to
8,
it?
7.
That is the question. Rips it cross court. He'll take it 9-7. 2 points away from stealing the first game off of Ben Johns.
Yeah, he got a little more depth on the return, but is right down the middle, so Duong doesn't even have to move. He just steps into it and rips that forehand cross court.
Recall.
I mean, look, you can see the wind. Wow.
9-7.
There you can see what they're up against.
Point.
Game point.
Game point. 10-7.
Duong goes big on the
11-7.
backhand. That ball took an insane drift, and Duong will run away with it 11-7. Have another look at the finishing point. Just died off.
Yeah, that looked like one of my volleys.
It's part of the invited
Game 2, time
club
in.
group.
0-0.
And Ben Johns took a loss in game 1, and the windy conditions continue. But Quang Duong, he came out firing.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how much the side makes a difference,
0-0.
right? John's returns were well short consistently. Now well, he's missing from the other side, so he does not look happy.
Okay. 1-0. Side out.
You will notice Duong looks to his dad on the sidelines there, almost after every point, pretty much.
Talked to his dad about that. I'll add a little bit more in just a moment.
Side out.
Missing in the net for Ben Johns. His dad actually acknowledged that. That's from tennis, and he said, I want him to do it a little less here in pickleball. I want him to be on his own. He's on the brink of turning 18. It's just kind of a habit from tennis at this point.
1-0.
And that was a good use of the wind from Duong, using that lob in the previous point. That would have ripped on the backhand there.
He said his pickleball has helped him a lot with his tennis game, which is not normally the response you get. Deep to the corner, hooks it down.
Yeah, that wind helped. Yeah, wind holds it up.
Point.
Well, and is that an advantage of that heavy Western grip in times like these to utilize that extra topspin?
Yeah, ball comes down a lot quicker.
Side out. Right here. Zero, 3.
Nice finesse roll from Ben Johns as he does so effortlessly.
One, three.
Yeah, we'll see if Ben Johns starts to use a little more drops versus trying to pass. He passes, and that was a better setup. Yeah. He caught Duong still moving. Duong trying to get established there in the middle, but John's able to move up to that ball, catch it early, hit inside out.
Wide on the return.
Point.
Just an update over on Grandstand. Dylan Frazier beat J.W. Johnson in 2, 11-6, 11-3.
Wow.
Side out.
Serve is long, and Ben Johns is frustrated, understandably so. Really tricky to figure out these conditions. Both players have to play in it, though.
Yeah, Johns with the wind at his back, trying to be very aggressive with that serve. Just pushes it too far. Ooh, that ball just misses.
Point. Four, three.
Seems like that wind is pushing a little bit right to left as well.
Side out.
Yeah, just overswung on that. He had many different options there.
3, 4. Side out.
Yep, so we saw Johns miss long with the previous serve. Now trying to keep the ball a little bit lower, now clips the net.
4, 3.
Trying to make those adjustments.
Side out. Three, 4. Let's go. Point.
A beautiful stroke from Ben Johns. Cross court and a winner to tie it at 4.
Yeah, Duong just leaves that ball just right down the middle. Johns doesn't have to make a whole lot of movement to get to it.
To the corner goes Duong. Pulled him wide, then goes to the opposite corner.
4, 4.
He got it. Right in the corner. That backhand. It's looking awfully good, too.
5, 4. Side out.
Yeah, it was open, just missing on that inside-out attempt.
4, 5.
A clean rip from Ben Johns to match it, 5 each.
Point. Five, 5. Point.
What a shot from Ben Johns, inside out.
Yeah, and it looked like, I didn't know if that backhand volley that Duong hit was staying in or not with a little bit of the wind. I wasn't sure if that was going to carry out.
Missed long,
Timeout
and a
receiver,
timeout
7-5.
will follow Ben Johns. Lob not effective that time. Ben Johns all over it. And a quick 9-5 lead here in game 2.
Yeah, it just seemed like, I don't know if Duong panicked a little bit there. I would have liked to see him roll that ball cross court instead of going for the lob.
Oh, a couple of heavy angles from the kitchen for Duong.
Yeah, great backhand volley there.
Five, 9.
Clean winner
Point.
inside out goes Duong.
Yeah, beautiful forehand there from Duong. Catching, John's leaning just a little bit to the right.
Right here, Ben. 6, 9. Come on. Slide out. Nine, 6. Slide out.
Beauty of a roll on the backhand from Duong. A lot of versatility in what he's able to utilize weapon-wise.
Yeah, he turned the grip a little bit on that one to be able to hit that
6,
backhand
9.
roll.
Point.
Yeah, the ball carries.
7, 9. Slide out. Nine, 7.
And good night from Ben Johns. Says, you got a backhand roll? Guess what? I'm the king of that.
That's right. Yeah, Duong, he seemed
Game
hesitant off of that return. Like it looked like he wasn't going to come in. Then he decides to come in.
10-7.
Obviously, at that point, it's too late. Giving Johns too much time to set up.
Game point for Ben Johns in game 2. And he'll get it.
Point. Game.
Just hooking it
11-7.
inside the sideline, and we are going the distance for our first match here on Humana Championship Court. The world number 1 back in control of this one. Can the youngster pull up a huge upset? We'll find out. As we get you back out to our first men's singles matchup of
Game
the
3,
day.
time in,
Ben
0-0.
Johns, the world number 1, surrendered game 1. Back in game 2. And now Quang Duong gets the opening point in game number 3. A lot of wind today. Both players managing the conditions.
1-0.
Yeah, maybe the sides are playing
Point.
part. Obviously, the player on the far court has won both games.
2-0.
See how this one goes. Obviously, they will switch at 6. Both have a chance to play on that far end.
Zero, 2.
It was a great adjustment from Johns off of the return from Duong. It was so deep, kind of took a weird bounce, but Johns able to get a perfect drop from that position to set up the point.
Quang Duong started off that point with a great deep return right down the middle to Ben Johns.
2-1.
Follows it up with a beautiful passing shot and a 3-1 lead.
Yeah, he's been mixing up that forehand. We've seen him go inside out for passing Johns, and this time he goes cross court. And for the viewers out there, you may have your favorite shot, but you want to be able to hit at least one other shot from the same position so that your opponent doesn't read you. There's down the line. So he's mixing it up, inside out, cross court, down the line. And that's how you keep your opponent guessing.
4-1. Slide out.
Effortless touch from Ben Johns. Gets the serve right back. Never seems panicked.
Yep.
One, 4. Love it. Come on. Point.
Well, coming up next, you got another thrilling
2-4.
matchup for you. Annalie Waters, world number 1, 16-year-old sensation, taking on tennis pro Caitlin Christian, coming over to the pro pickleball scene. Catch that one top of the hour when you're switching over to Tennis Channel as well as Pickleball
4-2.
TV. And Ben Johns has turned up his game.
Yeah, it looked like he got called on a high serve. Seems to be a point of emphasis.
Yeah.
2-4.
Trialing that out here.
Point. Now, Ben. 3-4. Fault.
Another service fault on the serve. Saying that his hand came up. So remember, the nuance there is the ball has to be dropped.
The ball has to.
Here's clarification. Oh.
Yeah.
And they're saying that his hand came up, I believe, on that toss. And Ben is, I think, arguing that it did not. So there's no tossing the ball up on the serve. The ball must leave the hand in a downward motion, and the ball also must leave the hand at or below the top of the hip. So have another look. What do you think, according to those 3 nuances? Looks a little high.
Yeah, it's pretty high.
But his contact point
right
is below the hip, but the ball must leave the hand at or below the top of the hip.
Right.
According to these new rules.
Right.
And again, this is something that might potentially change. We're trialing it out here at the first tournament. A lot of pros have been battling back on this one. And isn't the serve the part of the game that you want to maybe make more of a weapon? We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen the extremes, right? When the spin serve was allowed, that just became, I mean, I'm glad they got rid of that, because that just didn't, the serve was determining way too much of the match. My guess is so many pros were pushing the limit of where they were contacting the ball that it's much easier for a ref to see the hand, obviously, than to see the point of contact. And so maybe that's why they changed how they were going to call it.
Okay, but with that,
So as that rule is written, that was
4-3.
a fault. Correct.
Right, correct.
Okay. We'll see if it stands here. Oh, is he going to give it? No.
Shut out.
That's out.
Call was out.
Yep.
3-4.
So a prompt adjustment on the serve there. Into the net goes Duong. Oh.
4-4.
Oh, no. And a let core to follow. Tie game. I was just going to say, it feels like the bear has been poked on the side of Ben Johns.
Right back. 4-4. Point.
Big serve from Duong to follow, and a 1-point lead here in game 3.
5-4. Point.
Supposedly, he and Colin Schick are the team to watch on the men's side. New duo. Just back on the return for Ben Johns, and a 7-4 lead for Duong.
Yeah, we'll see if the side makes a difference. We've seen the far end be more successful in winning the first 2 games, and of course Duong taking the lead in game 3. We'll see if there's another lob attempt from Duong. And maybe making that first lob was the worst thing that could have happened to him, because he's tried 2 more and it has not worked out for him. Yeah, it was well short.
When is the lob most effective in singles? I'd love to know after this point. Unfortunate bounce there. Ben Johns pulls within 2. So when do you lob? In singles, doubles, different story, right?
Yeah,
so
it's really rare in singles to do the lob. I think right now both of them were using it because of the sun being in the face of the far side player and the wind. So you never want to lob when the wind's at your back. You only want to lob when the wind's against you, because then you can hit it a little bit harder. The wind will hold it up.
Flat out.
John's missing on that down the line forehand. Yeah, the lob can be a great weapon if you know how and when to use it.
7-5.
I think we've seen them use it a little more today, I think, because of the wind and because of the sun.
Quang Duong 3 points away from taking this one.
8-5. Flat out.
Misses the serve there. We'll see if Johns makes him pay.
Side out.
Nope, side out again. There was a similar point in game 2 when Duong was up, or they were very close, and he had that ball where he went at Johns. Johns just got out of the way. The ball sailed long, and then Johns went on a run, not allowing Duong to close it out in 2. And we'll see if that happens again, or if Duong's able to close out this match. Great deep volley.
Point. Referee timeout. We have a challenge of the out call.
Called out.
The out call
challenge.
puts us at
Quick one from Ben
9-5.
Johns.
We will proceed with video review.
And there's his team on his bench, including his brother Colin. And Noah Sarabin is the pickleball doctor, well known here. Let's have another look at this call.
I think it missed.
I think I see a gap there, but
Yeah, it looks
I
like.
see green.
Yeah,
Worth the challenge anyways. Take a break, why not? And draw update for you. Pablo Tellez, he won his round of 16 match against Chris Hayworth, who is the man that pulled a win over Ben Johns indoors in Dallas this season, or last season, if you remember. So winner of this one will take on Pablo Tellez in the quarterfinals. And there's another look. Behind the ball is always the toughest angle to see, though, from... I think that's the best look, but we'll see.
Yeah, seems to be out. But you have to challenge that if you're, you know, Johns. You have to use one of your challenges on that. Such a critical point in the match.
Yeah, Michael Branchow, Mark Thomas and Mary Namey are in charge of making the call. Mary Namey, the tracking referee, bringing the verdict over to the crew. So, Dylan Frazier, Pablo Tellez, Jay DeVilliers, all punching their tickets through the quarters. We'll see how the rest of the draw shakes. From our friend Michael.
After video review, the out call was overturned. The ball was in. Result of the play is 5-8.
Wow.
I'm a bit surprised by that one.
And maybe they had a different angle or a different look or something that we couldn't maybe see in our screens.
Right here.
No.
5-8. Side out.
Well, no damage done. I mean, although obviously that would have been a point, would have given him match point.
8-5.
But would have given him 9. Yeah.
Ooh. Oh. Interesting choices all around. Yeah, the sun clearly an issue in the eyes of Ben Johns. And to your point about the lob, the conditions certainly impacting when they're using it.
Yeah. I mean, it was not a good lob, but it was right in the sun.
Duong gets another rip on the backhand side, and guess what? Don't look now, but it's match point for the 17-year-old Quang Duong.
10-5. Side out.
Match point saved by Ben Johns, trailing by 5. Mark down this moment if he's able to pull a comeback here. And we've seen crazier things happen from this man. So
5-10.
Never say never. This return from Quang Duong. And a challenge, I believe I just heard from
the out call puts us
Duong, and I'm not sure about that
10.
challenge, but
at 6-10, we'll proceed with video review. After video review, the out call stands. Challenge is lost. Timeout is lost. 1 timeout. 2 timeouts. We resume play at 6:10.
All right, call stands. Ben Johns standing 4 points away from Quang Duong. Match on the line. How about that put away from the young 17-year-old Quang Duong as we welcome in our viewers from Tennis Channel. The Carvana PPA Tour ringing in the new year in a historical Grand Slam fashion here in Palm Springs. Match point for Quang Duong. And he'll do it.
Point.
The 17-year-old Quang Duong dethrones the king in the desert.
The official ball of the PPA Tour.
Yeah, don't hit me, I'ma fall like face it. None of y'all can stop me, say it with me like face it. Shut it down, you know I'm the one, just face it. None of y'all can stop me, say it with me like face it. Face it. Face it.
Welcome to the studio, Cameron Blackwood, Matt Manassi, and Quang Duong. Congratulations, a huge win for you. How did you get it done against Ben Johns?
Honestly, I didn't expect much this time. I mean, when I first came here this morning, it was extremely windy. I was just trying to get into my rhythm a lot. But once we get into the match, I didn't my paddle was not approved because there's too much white, which I have no clue about. So we changed paddle last minute. Luckily, I had a spare. Within honestly, I was just thinking of trying my best, get more than just be better than the last time, and yeah, it just worked really well this time.
Yes, it did.
You talked about the paddle. Did that give you any extra motivation? Like, I want to use my white paddle now. I have to switch to the blue and pink. Did it give you any extra out there?
Yeah, a little extra motivation for that as well. But I also did kind of get lucky today. I mean, the new balls, new wind, new serve, rules, everything. Ben honestly didn't play his best today, I'll be honest. But and then of course the last shot, lucky left court.
I know, I saw it. You were probably pretty pleased when that went over.
Yeah, kind of. But overall, it was like a pretty decent match, I would say that.
I saw you out here with your dad earlier working on some stuff in the wind. What were you working on to prepare for this match?
His cat and mouse games, our own Pacific strategies, especially the cat and mouse, and just also getting the new serve, always getting groove it in, and especially the win today as well. It was pretty bad.
And I know that we didn't have much time off. We only had about 4 weeks off in between San Clemente and coming here. Did you take any time off, or were you drilling and practicing still every day?
Actually, for the first week, I did a lot. I did very high intensity training, and then I took 2 weeks off because I just recently got a nose surgery because of my septums or allergies. And then I took 2 weeks off, which is pretty nice. And then after that, I got a week and a half prepared for Masters, and then it's all good now.
Djokovic had a deviated septum surgery, and it's done quite well for him. So if that follows, you'll be in good company. You have Pablo Tellez next in the quarters. What do you think you have to prepare for a lefty like him?
Well, I don't know yet. I let my dad decide on that. He will watch the matches, scout him. But definitely, I'll be back here in the evening, just warming up again, practicing for tomorrow matches.
Well, thank you so much for joining us and winning such an incredible match. Quang Duong taking out the #1 in the world.